what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a drugstore makeup tutorial, and so everything that I have is, well, mostly drugstore for the most part, and then I also have a few ColourPop items, and everybody knows ColourPop is very affordable, so I have some of that. And yeah, basically the start of the show is this palette right here. I love it. And then everything else, I try out a new foundation for you guys, concealer that I've been loving that I haven't talked about on my channel yet, as well as a new highlighter palette that you guys, I am obsessed with. Like, oh, I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, like and subscribe, and let's just get right into the video. Hey you guys, so we're just gonna go right in and just start working on the eyes. Because I'm gonna probably do a more smoky, bronzy, shimmery look, we're gonna do our eyes first. So I've already primed my eyes. I just went ahead and used the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, because that's the concealer I'm gonna be using today. And then we're gonna go in with the ColourPop Yes Please palette. This is what it looks like on the inside, and we're just gonna set that concealer. I don't really know what I'm going for today. I have no idea, but I think we're gonna start with our transition shade, and we're gonna go into this really light pinky shade here. Pick that up. I think next I'm going to go into this more brown shade, and this one's called Chauffeur. And then I'm just going to go back in with that fluffy brush and just kind of buff out those edges. And I'm going to continue to kind of pack on that same brown shade, just build up that color a little bit more. Really kind of packing it on that outer V, but then dragging it inward. Just those windshield wiper motions. We are going to go in with this deeper orange shade right here that is called Louis. I think I'm going to we're going to put it a little bit lower. And we're going to focus it on the inner corner as well. And then always go back in with your blending brush. Pick up that initial transition shade that we used earlier, that light peachy pink color, and just blend out those edges so we don't lose that transition. Just brings a lot of different dimension into the look. We're going to go in with this shade kind of as a halo shade. So this shade is called Full Zip, and we're just going to use my finger. But we're just going to pack it on the middle of the lid here. It's almost like just the same color as the base, and it just, do you see how pretty that is? Oh, this is the NYX Très Jolie eyeliner. It's just a pencil, but it's super, super black, and we're just really just going to line the upper lid here. Okay, so now that we've done that on both eyes, we're going to dip into this and use the shade Mischief. It's this really, really deep, dark, dark brown, but it has kind of that reddish undertone to it. Just focusing it really, really close to that lash line, we're just going to smoke out. We're gonna see, I guess. We're gonna see if it works. So I'm gonna try to take a more dense brush, a more dense smudge brush, see if I can pick up more of that product. Doing the same thing. Okay, we're gonna try something else. We did pick up the Maybelline The City Mini palette in Rooftop bronzes, And so it's kind of it's a shimmery brown, but we're gonna see if this one deepens it anymore. Okay, so I kind of created a smudged out wing. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the gold shimmer in here. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna kind of focus it on that inner corner. Okay, so the lashes that I used are the House of Lashes in the style Femme Fatale. I think that's how you say them, but they're just like this. They're really, really voluminous. I lost my scissors, so I didn't cut them. They could use a little trimming, but they fit pretty good and they're pretty comfortable. They're not super heavy or anything like that. And then I, of course, just use my House of Lashes glue, as always. And so we're just gonna go into the face. Everything that I'll be using on my face is going to be drugstore. So just like the eyes, House of Lashes, obviously they're not like drugstore, but these lashes were only like $5. And so I kind of consider that fairly affordable, so we're gonna go with that. So as far as like a drugstore primer goes, as you guys know, I'm very, very oily. Very, very oily. I mean, and I expect my makeup to last a solid 8 to 10 hours every time that I wear it. I don't like it when it breaks up. I don't like when I get oily, and I don't have time to blot, and I don't enjoy doing that. So as far as the best primer that I have found from the drugstore, that is the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. This stuff is pretty good. This is the best one that I have found, and it has worked fairly well for me. So we're gonna go ahead and prime our face. I get quite a bit. Okay, so we'll let that kind of sink into the skin. And what I do like to do, since I am very oily, is I will just take my powder brush and then I'll take my powder. So this is the RCMA No Color Powder. You can't buy it at a drugstore, you can get it online. I got it from Beautylish. And so this little tub that has about 3 ounces in it, and you know the standard is usually 1 ounce that you get of translucent powder. But this was $12 for this whole thing, so it's fairly affordable. And then I'll just take that powder and just push it into my skin. This has kind of been a new trick that I've been doing lately, but I'm just so darn oily. If you're not, skip this step. But this just kind of creates an extra barrier for my oils to come through. So there is that. And then today I was going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but I recently picked up the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation and I wanted to give this a shot. I tried it one time and I don't think I was using the right primer underneath. I was using something different. So we will see how this sits on this primer, and then I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Sponge. And so the shade that I am is medium beige. I really want this one to work out because it's matte, long wear, HD foundation. So I put a lot. I put a lot right there. We're just gonna go in with my finger initially. This is always how I apply my foundation, and I just dot it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished that up. So far my thoughts is it looks better. Well, okay, it looks better than the first time I applied it. For some reason it was breaking up really, really bad and was just picking up, and it looked like it was sitting on my skin, and I don't know. It does not look like it's doing that now. Coverage wise is medium, medium to full coverage, and it definitely like dries down to kind of that powdery finish. So it dries down pretty quick and you have to work with it quick. So I wonder if that's why I didn't like it so much the first time I tried it. I'm going to try to take a little bit more just on this cheek because I just have a pimple right there that I don't really want to be seen. I want it covered up. So let's see how it builds. Okay, so far I'm not like in love with it, but we'll kind of see how it looks with concealer and powder and all that good stuff. So we are going to go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This one is in the shade Light 20. It is pretty light. Oh, not too bad. I love this stuff, you guys. Love it. It is so creamy, like, and the doe foot applicator is awesome. Okay, sorry you guys, before I knew it, my freaking camera died and I've been sitting here baking. So I went ahead and blended in that ColourPop concealer, which looks so awesome. I kind of forgot how much I love that concealer. And then I went ahead and baked with the RCMA powder, and we're just gonna dust all of that away and then press it into the skin. Okay, so now that our skin is matte, which I absolutely love, we're going to go in and we're going to bronze. So I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends Natural Radiance Bronzer. This one is the shade 30 Sunkissed. I love this stuff so much. It's just so good. And so I'm going to go in with my Morphe E3 brush, pick up that, and it just gives such, like it's called, a sun-kissed glow. I love it. In comparison, I mean, between this one and, oops, and my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, these two are so great. And we are going to blush with the Wet n Wild Rose Champagne blush, and it's a fairly shimmery, really light nude kind of blush, but it just gives enough. Oh, it's so pretty. And then we're gonna go in with a new highlight palette that I picked up, and I've lost it. There we go. I found it. Okay, so we're going to go in with this Sleek Makeup highlight palette. This one is in Cleopatra's Kiss. So this isn't the typical one. I believe that's called Solstice. And we're going to go in with this shade right here, I think. Should we mix them? No. We're going to go in with this shade right here. And it doesn't say what it's called. Oh my goodness. If you just saw... I just dropped my powder and it's all over me. White powder everywhere. It's fine. Okay, so picking that up. Oh my goodness, it's so... Ooh, I have not tried this on my face yet. Holy cow. I am obsessed with this. Okay, so now that we are finished up with the face, we are glowing. I cannot believe I haven't tried that yet, and I'm excited to use it like all the time. But we're just gonna go in, we're gonna finish the rest of our eyes. So we're gonna go in with this smudger brush, and then we're just gonna start with this deeper brown shade that we used, and just focus it all over that bottom lash line. And then we're going to go in with that orange shade that we used all over the lid. And that's all I'm going to do for that. I'll finish my bottom lashes, but I wanted to really quick go in and highlight that inner corner again with a different shade, because I'd used that gold shade earlier in the video, but was not a big fan of it. So we're gonna go in with something a little bit brighter. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here from the Maybelline palette. Ooh. yeah, so much better. And even like through me just getting ready, that gold shade completely left. Like I didn't even wipe it away. It's gone. Okay, there is that. And I'll put some bottom mascara on quick. This is just the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and just finished up my lip. That was all that I added. I promise my camera died again. So what I used is the Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade Nude Embrace. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty and it's so comfortable on my lips. And yeah, I was really worried about how this look was going to turn out, and I like it a lot. It's like so much more wearable than I thought it was going to be initially. I was like, what is this orange? Oh my goodness. But I love it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!